Hare Krishna. So today I am reading from Bhagavad-gītā 4:34. Yes. Please repeat after me. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadakshanti te jnanam jnanaistattvadarshina. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadakshanti te jnanam jnanaistattvadarshinaha. That knowledge of different sacrifices. Vidhi, try to understand. Pranipatena, by approaching a spiritual master. Pariprasnena, by submissive inquiries. Sevaya, by the rendering of service. Upadakshanti, they will intimate. Te, you, jnanam, into knowledge. Jnanai, the self-realized. Tattva, of the truth. Darshinaha, seers. Translation. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. Purport by Śrīla Prabhupāda ki Jai. The path of spiritual knowledge is undoubtedly difficult. The Lord therefore advises us to approach a bona fide spiritual master in the line of disciplic succession from the Lord Himself. No one can be bona fide spiritual master without following the principle of disciple succession. I'm repeating again. No one can be a bona fide spiritual master without following these principles of disciplic succession. The Lord is the original master, and a person in the disciplic succession can convey the message of Lord as it is to his disciple. No one can be spiritually realized by manufacturing his own process, as is the fashion of the foolish pretenders. The Bhagavatam 6.3.19 says, Dharmastu Shakshat Bhagavat Pranetam. The path of religion is directly initiated by the Lord. Therefore, mental speculation or dry arguments cannot help lead one to the right path. Nor by independent study of books of knowledge can one progress in spiritual life. One has to approach a bona fide spiritual master to receive the knowledge. One has to approach a bona fide spiritual master to receive the knowledge. Such a spiritual master should be accepted in full surrender, and one should serve the spiritual master like a menial servant, without false prestige. Satisfaction of the self-realized spiritual master is the secret of advancement in spiritual life. Inquiries and submission constitute the proper combination for spiritual understanding. Unless there is submission in service, inquiries from the learned spiritual master will not be effective. One must be able to pass the test of the spiritual master. And when he sees the genuine desire of the disciple, he automatically blesses the disciple with genuine spiritual understanding. In this verse, both blind following and observed inquiries are condemned. Not only should one hear submissively from the spiritual master, but one must also get a clear understanding from him. In submission and service and inquiries, a bona fide spiritual master is by nature very kind toward the disciple. Therefore, when the student is submissive and is always ready to render service, the reciprocation of knowledge and inquiries become perfect. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadakshanti te jnanam jnanaistattvadarshina. These are the prayers usually we sing. Please sing with me also together. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Gurum Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavamsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunadanvitam Tam Tajevam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Srute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Krupa Sindhu Bhayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today not so many, thanks to the beautiful weather outside. So I would like to welcome everyone to the Sunday Feast, 21st of April 2024. So today is a very divine appearance actually. Let us say like a Guru Purnima. We celebrate as the appearance of Dvaiparayana Vyasa. And this is the very same day all the Vaishnavas from the different sampradayas in India celebrates as worshipping the spiritual master. So this day is very auspicious day in one sense. I was checking actually what is meant by Purnima. Purnima is something like the full moon day. The day everything considered to be auspicious. Like we call it Guru Purnima and Guru Purnima. Anything actually very auspicious on this day. So this day, Dvaparayana Vyasa is incarnation of Lord Krishna. He take birth in this planet 5,000 years ago. So after what happened, after he compiling 4 Vedas, all of you know like Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda and Yadur Veda. So after compiling all these 4, he was very dissatisfied because basically he was focusing mostly on Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda, the rules and regulations of this world, and knowledge and how to survive and how to live in a perfect way. All this information was given in the Vedas. But he forgot the very important thing of Bhakti Kanda. And therefore, naturally, he was not satisfied. So Narada Muni came and he was chastising him. Chastising in such a way like, you actually kind of idiot. He didn't say that idiot exactly, but he meant to say that you compiled everything, but you forgot the importance of bhakti. So after chastisement instructions from Narada Muni, he actually compiled a 5th Veda, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, the essence of all the Vedas. And few years back, I remember there was one person used to come to our Bhakti Vriksha weekly classes. And all of a sudden, he started telling everyone like after a few days, we should start reading the 4 Vedas. It's very important actually. By learning the Vedas, and we can become even self-realized. Suddenly it became a senior Vaishnava. And then I was chastising like, what you're doing, even Vyasadeva, the original compiler of the Vedas, he was not even satisfied with that. Therefore, he compiled a 5th Veda, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So which is very important to know and understand what is there in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. And it also says, what is the Vyasadeva? Many times we hear like Vyasadeva, Vyasa son, Vyasa, Dwapara Vyasa. But Vyasadeva, the name itself has a very beautiful meaning actually. Vyasa means one who explain or elaborately, clearly about the subject matter of bhakti. That is the meaning of Vyasadeva. Even he says, Vyasadeva himself says about Guru. A Guru means, Gu Shabdasya, Andhakarasya. Andhakara means the darkness of our inside and outside of our knowledge. And Ru Shabdasya, Ru means Tamanirodhaka. Tamanirodhaka means one who actually avoids or destroys that ignorance, that ignorance we have inside. So that is the meaning of Guru. Actually, many of us gone to universities and have some degrees and masters or bachelor degrees, and we must be very thankful to our teachers, our gurus, because they have shown us and they helped us to gain the bread and butter in our day-to-day life. But in this world, where 1/3 of this creation is material world where we are living in, is completely illusioned in a way that there are problems and difficulties. Usually, problems are solved. For example, there is any problem in our house with the electricity, we can be solved. And difficulties are something, if there is nothing in our house to cook or make anything, we can go outside and we can eat. It can be managed. But in the life, there is something behind difficulties and problems, which is crises and calamities. This whole world actually designed such a way, it's crisis and calamities it actually comes one after another. And we are not trained for this. And recently, one of our very close relative left the body. And it was a big crisis in the family. They don't know how to handle the situations because we are not trained from the beginning. And actually it says even crisis and calamities only meant for tolerate. But are we ready for tolerating all these things? No, we are not. With our education, with our knowledge, and we are not ready for that. And Bhagavad-gītā says even it's great privilege to understand all these things. It's a great privilege to understand crisis and calamities. And Krishna says in Bhagavad-gītā, Bahunam janmanamante gnanavanman prapadyante vasudeva sarvam iti samahatmaha sudurlabha. It's very rare souls understand actually what is this crisis and calamities in this world. So, few years back, one of our colleagues sent an email after the corona pandemic was over. So, thanks to all the rules and regulations has been relieved, that we are no more need to maintain the 2-meter distance. So all the Scandinavians went back to their general 5 meters distance or 6-meter distance. So this is our conditioned nature. So what actually Guru, that's why we need Guru. That's the reason Guru is there. Guru teaches us to tamasoma jyotirgamaya. He enlives us. And Guru also teaches us where we come from, what is our constitutional position, and who we are, what is our relationship with God. This is completely our out-of-body experience. So that means like all our knowledge, we get it from the childhood, we get it only how to maintain our body. But Guru help us to actually also maintain our soul. This is the business of Guru. Actually, many times people think a Guru should know everything. One time Śrīla Prabhupāda was giving a class. Thousands of guests came and he was telling, know Krishna, know everything. If you know Krishna, you will know everything. Something like that he was telling. And one gentleman stands up and says, Prabhupada, you says that if you know Krishna, everything, you can say anything in this world. And can you tell like how many windows and doors are there in Empire State Building in New York City? And Prabhupada says, you know how to answer these questions. He said, what is the use of it? What is the use of learning all this information? And we can live happily in this world without knowing so much information. If you see our social media, in our day-to-day, we have so much information which we don't anyway required, not required. So there is a story Prabhupada often quotes. There is a boatman in Bengal. He was simply waiting for passengers to come, and a sophisticated gentleman, well-educated gentleman came, and he said, "Okay, let us cross over the river." And as the boat passes, he was just bored, and he asked one question to boatman. "Do you know about the stars and then sun, astronomy, all this information?" And the boatman says, "I don't know anything." And he immediately says, "Your 25% life is useless." And some time passed. And then he said, "Do you know the information about the water and aquatics, all the information?" The boatman was hopeless. He said, "No, I don't know anything." This man said, "Your life is 50% useless." And as the time passes, there is a big rain started coming. A storm came. And the boatman asked him, "Do you know how to swim?" He said, "No." "And your 100% life is useless." He jumped into the water and he started swimming and gone. So this is the importance of actually our knowledge in this world. A guru actually even helped the sincere disciples. In case of Bilva Mangal Thakur, even Guru came as a prostitute to help Bilva Mangal Thakur. Prabhupada often says, quite few times he mentioned that, "Don't make me like a prostitute to come back to deliver all my disciples." So this is Prabhupada wanted to deliver all his disciples in this lifetime. So oftentimes we think, generally newcomers or anyone, then we may think like, who is a real guru? Who is a real guru actually? We see it's like we open the internet and we see what is a guru, and we say it's like yoga guru, and then programming guru, IT guru, and social communicative guru. All this guru comes up. But according to Vyasadeva, guru means someone who actually delivers the message as it is, without any interpretation. He just follows the Shastra, it's coming from Krishna, and he doesn't add his own things. So this is a guru. Shastra Chakshusu. He just follows the Shastra, and then he just gives the information exactly as it is. That's why we see our ISKCON Bhagavad-gītā, we see Bhagavad-gītā as it is. The most sold Bhagavad-gītās in the entire history. So that's the power of Guru Parampara. So someone coming from that disciple succession, someone is following the Parampara and following the knowledge as it is. He's a real Guru. And what does the Guru does? Quite often we think like, we write an email to Guru and we expect a Guru to reply back immediately. Quite happens. My spiritual master, I write email like quite many times, but usually I never get reply. So we often expect, Guru should, he should reply to, he should follow he should help the disciples, he should do so many things. But actually the good job of, the basic job of a Guru is actually help the disciples such a way. There is a story. It's really striking me. One time there was a man. He has a big bird, a vulture. It was not flying, simply sitting, standing on the tree and enjoying everything, but it's not flying. And the owner got really bewildered. The bird's supposed to be fly. So this is not flying. So he asked one professional trainer, my bird is not flying. Can you help me? This man came and he charged a lot of money, and then, but still end of the day, the bird was not flying. And he got disappointed and left. And another day, one farmer came. I said, okay, I can help you with this bird to fly. I said, how much you charge? No, it's just free. Just free, I can help him. So what he did was, he did something, and then next day birds started flying everywhere. Royal, regal, the vultures supposed to fly. The man surprised and came and asked him, what you did? What is the magic you have done to fly my bird, which was like lazy, like so much long time? The man said simply, I just chopped up the branches, cut down all the branches of the tree. So this is a guru. A guru actually virtually cut down all our so-called discomforts, so-called our safe zone, and he helped us to lift us. This is the job of a guru. So many times we go to Damodar programs for many years, and oftentimes we ask the people, oh, please come to our temple. We have a nice deities and so much sangha, sadhu sangha. And people often say, oh, okay, yeah, we want to come to the temple, but no, what? We see God in our heart. God is there in our heart, we feel like, there is a direct connection from our heart to, the God in the temple or wherever. So this is most of the people actually, most of the people nowadays conception, oh, God is everywhere, God is in our heart, and God is, what is the point of coming to the temple? There was an interesting thing. One Sikh Guru, Guru Nanak, once he went to Puri Jagannath. As he entered the temple, his disciples started glorifying him. Oh, Guru Maharaj, you came, we are so thankful, so they started singing Sri Guru Charana Padma, and they're glorifying and offering flowers and everything. And then as soon as possible, he entered into the temple having the darshan of Jagannath in Puri. Instead of glorifying Jagannath, he started glorifying his own spiritual master in front of Jagannath. And the main priest in the Puri temple, he was little irritated. How is that possible? You are supposed to be glorify Lord Jagannath when you are in front of Jagannath. Usually when we come to temple, we go to the deities and we look at the deities and we started glorifying the deities. Oh, how beautiful, wonderfully decorated the deities, so beautiful dress, all the ornaments, we glorify that. But contrary to that, Guru Nanak was glorifying his own spiritual master. So the Puri main temple priest came and started chastising, how can you do that? You are not supposed to glorify your own Guru here. And then Guru Nanak wants to tell him or teach him nice thing to this priest. He said, can you hold the fire? Can you hold the fire? He said, no, it's not possible. But Guru Nanak went and touched a little wood, and he touched the fire, and then he just hold like this. He said, yes, I am holding fire. So how you hold the fire? You hold the fire through a medium. What is Krishna? Krishna is the source of the fire. See, you cannot even hold the fire. How can you expect to hold the original father of the fire? So he says, even the Guru, the one he is actually holding, the Krishna is the medium, via medium between us and to the Krishna. So even the same Guru who is holding that, he cannot even claim himself, oh, I am holding Krishna directly. He relates to himself to his own spiritual master, his own Guru. It goes all the way to Krishna. That's why he says, in one of the Brahma Samhita, what is this sloka? I forgot. What is that, sir? Krishna Vande Jagat Guru. What is that, Prabhu? Krishna Vande Jagat Guru. Yeah. What is that? Okay, doesn't matter. So, oh yeah, this Vasudeva Sutam Devam Deva Kamsacharu Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. It goes from Guru, all the way it goes to the Krishna. Even if you see in the history of Guru Parampara, even Krishna didn't spoke Bhagavad-gītā to Arjuna. Even before he was becoming, oh Shishasam, I am becoming your disciple. I am becoming your disciple. Please instruct me. Even after surrendering to Krishna, he started telling the Bhagavad-gītā. So this is how we should be a disciple. Disciple cannot expect to go to Guru and say, okay, I'm surrendering to you. Please instruct me. And Bhagavad-gītā 4:34 says, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya. Please render the service and inquire submissively. Ask the questions and get the knowledge from him. Even Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is Krishna himself. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate. After he getting the initiation from the Ishvara Puri, he became actually mad. He started singing like, Kiba mantra dila goshai, Kiba tara bala, japita mantra, karile pagala. My dear master, my dear sir, what kind of mantra is this? I'm becoming mad. One Acharya says, does Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doesn't know about it? He knows that. He wants to be an example to the people like us to how to accept a spiritual master. And he is traveling all over world, all over India after this, getting this mantra. Please repeat after me one thing. Etam sta astraya paratmanishtam. Etam sta astraya paratmanishtam. Madhyasito paratmair maharshibi. Madhyasito bi paratmi maharshibi. Aham parityami duranta param. Tamo mukunda grinisha vahaiva. He says, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after getting initiation from his spiritual master, oh, this world, this material world is so difficult to overcome. But it can be only possible by holding the lotus feet of spiritual master and Krishna. Yassa prasade bhagavat prasade. By the mercy of spiritual master, one get Krishna. So even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is declaring who we are to say like, no, we cannot say, we don't accept God. I'm the God. Or maybe, I'm the spiritual master. I can guide my own self. I don't need spiritual master. Oftentimes we quote that. So after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu getting initiation, he started instructing Sanatana Goswami, one of his principal disciples, 6 Goswamis. And one of them is Sanatana Goswami. We usually say we are Rupanugas. We also say we Sanatanugas also. Today also very disappearance day of Sri Sanatana Goswami. And in our Vaishnava Sampradaya, in Vaishnava tradition, we celebrate disappearance day and appearance as the same. So after instructing or initiating Sanatana Goswami went to Vrindavan, and he actually excavated lost places of the Vrindavan. He also wrote so many wonderful books, Haribhakta Vilasa, and then what is the other book, Lalitana Prabhu? Haribhakta Vilasa and Bhagavatam, Bruhata Bhagavatamrita. Yeah. So yeah, that's a power potency of parampara. Even if you see Vasudev perspective, after he compiling Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, we see in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam full of Guru Parampara structure. Full, actually, if you see Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam first canto, Vasudeva himself, he got confused what to do. And he accepted the spiritual master, Narada Muni. And then that's how he got enlivened. And if you see in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam second canto, Parikshit Maharaj, he was cursed to death by Sukadev, the Brahmin boy. And he accepted the Sukadev Goswami as his spiritual master. And he got the full knowledge. And then if you see in the third canto of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, what is that? Third canto is, who is that, Prabhu? the third canto of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Kapila Muni actually accepted his mother as the spiritual, Kapila Muni became a spiritual master to his own mother, Devahuti. So he actually gave the spiritual knowledge to his own mother. And then in the fourth canto, Dhruva Maharaj, he was so innocent boy and he was traveling all over and he got instructions from Narada Muni. He accepted the spiritual master. And in the fifth canto, even Bharat Maharaj, in spite of hearing from his own spiritual master, he did not actually follow his instruction. Therefore, he became a deer. And when he became a deer, he remembered his previous lifetimes. And then he was actually following in the ashram and actually listening to the sages in the ashram. And he got actually enlivened his next life. In the sixth canto, it's Ajamil. Ajamil actually, he was not even listening to his own father as a spiritual master. Therefore, he got fall down. And in the seventh canto, Prahlad Maharaj, he was listening to his, even when he was in the womb, he was listening to Narada Muni. And the eighth canto, Bali Maharaj, he actually rejected his spiritual master because his spiritual master was talking against the rules and regulations of Vedic knowledge. Even he was declining the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. So he rejected spiritual master. And amazingly, he was actually glorified because his spiritual master was going against the principles. And in the ninth canto, Lord Ramachandra accepted the spiritual master, Vasishtha Muni. And he was also accept another spiritual master, Vishwamitra. And in the 10th canto, even Sri Krishna accepted, can anyone guess spiritual master of Sri Krishna? Sandipani Muni, exactly. And Sandipani Muni. And he was staying in the ashram of Sandipani Muni for 2 years. So even in the 10th canto, Sri Krishna, Lord Krishna accepted. And in the 11th canto, Uddhava, even though in spite of he is a disciple of Bruhaspati, still he was listening to Lord Krishna and accepted Lord Krishna as also his spiritual master, Shiksha Guru. And Prabhupada often says there is no difference between Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru. But a Diksha Guru is the one who gives the Diksha to a disciple and connect to the Parampara. So this is the beauty of accepting the spiritual master and following the Parampara. And then we are so much saved. And I would like to conclude with the one wonderful pastimes of one saint, South Indian saint. His name was Ananta Ālvār. Ālvārs are actually one of the sampradayas in South India, Sri Sampradayas. Ananta Ālvār was a simple disciple of Ramanujacharya in South India. When the time there was, when Ramanujacharya established Tirumala Tirupati, there was no one actually wanted to go to Tirupati and live there because it was on the top of the hill and it was full of wild animals. Ananta Ālvār, he accepted the instruction of his spiritual master and he went to Tirupati with his own wife who was pregnant that time. So what happened? He started serving Lord Balaji every day by making wonderful garlands, making the deities wonderful dressings, and he was completely involved. And Lord started reciprocating with Ananta Ālvār. And they started actually communicating in a way that whatever Lord Balaji, Lord Krishna says, Ananta Ālvār would hear and follow that. And one day what happened when the time came, Darshanarati, we always sing in a Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami, 7 o'clock every day. We sing here in our temple after decorating our deities to have the darshan of Shri Lordship. So the time is passing at 7 o'clock in the morning. Ananta Ālvār didn't come yet from his garland, making business. So what happened? Lord Krishna started telling his assistant, hey, what happened today? I don't see, there are a lot of devotees in the assembly here and I don't see Ananta Ālvār come here. Can you please go and find him where he is now? And the assistant gone and to find out where is he. And he said, my dear Ananta Ālvār, Lord wants to see you. Usually, We comes to temple, we goes to holy places, we associate with sadhus to have the darshan of Lord, and we always think, oh, we have wonderful darshan we had today, oh, this deity, that deity, we say that. But all the Acharya says, the Guru says, we should act in our devotional service such a way, Lord should look at us. And that is the beauty of our devotional service, to all devotional services we have. Ananta Ālvār says, oh, go away, I'm busy making the wonderful garland. These flowers are so beautiful. I want to offer these small, beautiful flowers to Lord Krishna today. Please don't disturb me. And then he gone. Time passed, and still he didn't come. And Lord Krishna sent him again. What happened, I don't want to come now. I'm busy with my service, go away. And personally, Lord Krishna came and went to him. Hey, Ananta Ālvār, what are you doing here? I'm calling again and again. You are not really caring about me. Are you supposed to serve me? That's why you are here with your wife. And I still, respect you in spite of you hurt me one time. And one time, actually, Ananta Ālvār hit the Lord with a digging rod. There was another Leela. One can see even if anyone goes to Tirupati, and it's displayed in the entrance of the Tirupati temple. So even in spite of that business, still I excused you, and then I allowed you to stay in our dham. And still you are not coming to me and having darshan of me. And what are you doing? I said, my dear Lord, I'm making a wonderful garland for you. And this is a not right time discount because I'm so busy and engaged in the service of yourself. I said, you first listen to me, because if you don't listen, you go away from my place. And Ananta Ālvār got really angry. And I looked at back him and says, how can you say that? You didn't invite me. You didn't ask me to come here. And I'm not doing it because you told me. I'm doing it because my spiritual master told me. My service to my spiritual master is important. I follow that. And if my spiritual master comes and tells, I go away. And Krishna got really, really melted and embarrassed so nicely and says, you are my pure devotee. This is why I got so much attracted to you. Your devotion is so, so important. Even Lord comes and tells you, even you says your spiritual master instruction is very important than the Lord. And this is the beauty of devotees association. We might think like, it's like, we heard these stories, but we are not quite sure. We might think like, this is maybe a story, we may say that actually. But look at our Śrīla Prabhupāda. When he came back, when he came to this world, when he was a 70 years old man, how many of us become 70 years old, cross over the ocean, such a Atlantic Ocean? It's so difficult. And he went to America and, just following his spiritual master instructions. Even though he didn't have a much association of the spiritual master, it says it's very important to have the spiritual master Vani association than the Vapu. What is a Vapu? Vapu is something like associating with spiritual master and serving him. It's nice, but what happened with our conditioned nature? Over a period of time, we get actually so much contaminated with the association. In the sense, not association, actually the familiarity. The familiarity content the breed. That's why he says, even the Vapu association is, it's important, but it's not so much important than a Vani association. We hear from the spiritual master. We hear his instructions. We follow the instruction. That is a real disciple. Follow the instruction of the spiritual master. And Śrīla Prabhupāda, he didn't have much association. In spite of that, he just had a full faith on his spiritual master. He went to America, he got so many struggles and all the things. He said even first 2 years he was alone, but he never felt alone because he always felt his spiritual master association was there with him. So we all know that history. He made so many disciples and so many temples before left the planet. So on this very auspicious day of Guru Purnima, let us all pray, then desire for having a spiritual master and bona fide spiritual master, accepting him and follow his instructions. So in this way, our life is very easy. We can go back home, back to Godhead. So I would like to stop here. We have still 4 or 5 minutes time left. Maybe if anyone have a comments or maybe some contribution or questions.